Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Now Holiday. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Barnes, no good. Here's Orlando. Randall inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Pass to Jordan. Picked by Sabonis. Three-pointer. And it's Orlando with a rebound. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. I asked him about the star power that they're up against tonight, and he said, quote, "I'm not worried about the highlight reel plays. I'm worried about the relentless nature of that team over there. And the ringleader is Jrue Holiday. He plays every possession on both ends of the floor."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Orlando with the ball. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Barrett can't hit. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Out to Sabonis. There's the triple. The rebound by Ware. Here's Randall. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Scotty Barnes on the receiving end of that one.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Now here's Levine. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. That one drops for him.
Boy, Sabonis looking really comfortable shooting off the pass. If you're not right up on him, he'll burn you.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Randall. Barrett tips it back in.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randall throwing it down.
Levine can't hit. Orlando leading by 7. To the wing on the left. West. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him. .152 left
to play in the first quarter. Jordan misses. So it's Orlando now to the inside.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Here's Jordan. He's been contributing over 15 a game. And Levine throws it down.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Here's Holiday. Driving inside. Good work there as it goes.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Magic. And there's a pick. Here's Holiday. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
Orlando making a switch here.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Young. Pass to Valanciunas. DeRozan right side. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
The offensive rebound. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Jordan with it. And so it's Orlando in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They've been fantastic pushing the ball fast. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
You also can't ignore that they're winning the effort battle, grabbing offensive rebounds and making the most of those extra possessions.
To the paint. The rebound by Ware. Magic leading by 13. Here's Randall. Off with the layup.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's DeRozan. And stolen by Barrett. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's West. No made baskets yet. Valanciunas with a rebound. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. The three from Barnes. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Kings trail by 13. Left side, Young. It's stolen. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. And the basket by West.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Timeout called. Sacramento. All right, Greg, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Here's Fultz. Oh, Carter with the block.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying off. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector, in my opinion.
The deep three from Levine. Oh, Zach Levine, way back there.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. Up top, Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
Banchero showing he can run the offense too now. Nice score off the pick as the ball handler.
Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Levine. Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Tell you what, when Levine glides off the pick, I mean, you see the defensive attention he draws. Makes for an easy pass to the roller.
Left side, Fultz. A minute 37 left in the second period. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
That's on Wendell Carter.
And, you know, Fultz plays bigger than his size down low, guys. Outstanding at using his body to draw contact.
And he can't hit the second. A lot of pressure on Fultz, it seemed, once he was taken first overall, Clark.
Hey, that's part of being the #1 overall pick, B.A. The scrutiny and the pressure is significant. And it's really an interesting story with Fultz about how his shot really went off the rails once he got to the NBA. He said it felt like somebody was holding his arms down, which is hard to fathom. Since he's been able to work through that, he's shown you how valuable he can be as a scorer and distributor.
Fultz scanning the floor. There's the drive. Oh, nice D from Carter. Magic leading by 15. Here's Banchero. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
The future is shining bright for Banchero. He's a multifaceted big guy who can really, I think, be the centerpiece of an organization.
Shot by Levine, no good. And here comes the break. Banchero in the post. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Levine fires for 3. Sacramento again missing.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Here's Valanciunas, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Timeout call, Sacramento. Young has got the ball here for the Kings. It's a 16-point game. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Out to Sabonis. And the Magic pushing it up now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Barrett. Back to Holiday. Here's West. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. West has got a second bucket on the night.
Boy, Jerry West shooting mechanics, flawless. I mean, the way he squares up, elbow tucked in under the ball, the follow through, a very repeatable, efficient motion.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Barrett can't hit. Kings trail by 17. Outside Young. Picked by Sabonis. Pass to DeRozan. Picked by Sabonis. DeRozan with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Lets it fly. And it's DeRozan missing.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Good, solid start to the half. Hitting 3 out of 4.
Jordan goes in. Out to Sabonis. This one for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan.
There it is right there in front of you. Jordan going to work and dunking it like only he can.
Out to the wing. Back to Holiday. Here's Ware. Pass to Randall. Shoots over Barnes. Randall can't hit. So it's Sacramento now, trailing by 17. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Jordan. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
Here's West. No luck on that one. Sabonis with some nice D.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And forget position. Sabonis is one of the best overall passers in the league.
Banchero outside. Pass to West. Fires the three. Sends it home from three-point land. West has got his third basket on the night right there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Drops in the layup for two. West has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
3 on 3. Carter, good. And the Magic lead by 19.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Banchero. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Banchero's got 9.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Young from long range. The rebound by Carter.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
The kick out to Banchero. Picked by Carter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Keegan Murray.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
The free throw drops for Banchero. Both good from the line that time.
Banchero's versatility, impressive. He's a big that can do a little bit of everything.
Sabonis outside. Back to Young. To halt the run. The rebound by Ware.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And so it's Orlando, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Holiday. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
The Kings making a switch here. And here's Young. Pass to Murray. Young looking for an opening. 5 on the clock. Picked by Murray. Young on the attack. From deep. And Keegan Murray with the 3. Murray's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Inside. Here's Barrett. The shot that time not on target. Nice D from Levine. It's Barnes on the wing. Outside Young. The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. Pass to West. Now here's Holiday. Guarded by Young. Over to the left wing. Here's Ware. Connects from downtown.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Valanciunas sets a screen. Outside Levine. And the Kings with another three.
Back-to-back threes here. Levine with a beautiful shot.
Randall can't hit. Kings trail by 19.
Orlando foul. Jerry West. First personal foul. First team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Picked by Murray. Outside Young. With some arc. And the layup is good.
Well, they had a rough stretch shooting in the first half. I mean, they've seemingly made the changes they've needed to make to improve that shooting percentage.
Here's Randall. And it's Orlando with another.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Right side Young. Intercepted. Here's Barrett. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Outside Young. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Offensive board. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Out of bounds. Matthew Paul.
And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. To the wing, right side. Here's Randall. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Magic.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. You can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And he makes it.
Yeah, and, you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Outside Young. The 3-ball. They get the rebound. Beyond the arc. And another miss by Sacramento. On the wing, Holiday. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a